Now we're going to look at fonts. The last project we did was the vertical fence board sign where I chose a font and we printed it one letter at a time. The next thing I want to do is to create a sign with one whole word together. But first I'm going to look at the fonts. How do you get into fonts? Well, to get into Cricut Design, we just double click on the icon. Since I had not signed out, I'm just going to go to New Project. And where do you find fonts or text? So if you look here, there's the left-hand side menu. You'll see those 3 lines. And if you scroll down, you'll see text. As soon as you left-click on text, a text box will open. And up here, it will see font and style and font size. Font is the type of lettering that you can choose for a project. As soon as you left click on this one is called Cricut Sans. What comes up is the word fonts, and you'll notice that all is highlighted green. If you see the 3 birds, life's a party, you'll notice there is a fee beside it, $4.99. That is because with Cricut Design Space, you can purchase Cricut Access. And that is a payment plan that you see when you sign up for your Cricut username and ID. And you can purchase a plan and pay so much per month. And these would be included. If you don't have the plan, you can purchase this particular font for $4.99. So that is all. And with all, you will also get what is called your system fonts. I'm just going to left click on system fonts. These are all the fonts that come automatically with the Windows 10 operating system. So you'll notice there's no fee beside these because these are already installed and these are free. Beside system is Cricut. Cricut again are all the different fonts that are available through Cricut Access. You can either pay per font or you can pay for a subscription. Over here is where you can search for different fonts. So if you know you're looking for a specific one, if, for example, it's just with Cricut or if in the system, what I recommend to do is to always choose all. So it will search both Cricut and system if you're looking for a specific font. That way you'll know if it's free or not. So I'm going to type in this font. And there it is already downloaded. We have it here. This one's a free one and it's a single layer cutting. So perfect for a stencil, and this was the font that we used in the vertical fence board sign. So just say you're looking for a font and it's not what you really want. There isn't one that's free and there isn't one that's available through Cricut. There are other places you can look for fonts. And how do you do that? Is you just go to Google Chrome. So I double clicked on Google. And what we're going to look for is reputable font sites. So that's all I'm going to type in right now is reputable font sites. And the first one that comes up looks pretty good. It is called Design Shack. 10 plus best places to find free fonts. I'm just going to left click on this. And this one is a pretty good blog and lists a lot of great sites. It's always good to cross-reference sites as well and get reviews. Because you are downloading these fonts, you want to make sure it is a reputable site because that's how you get viruses is through downloading. This is a great article by Design Shack. It tells you the best places to find free fonts. As you scroll down, this is a really great aspect when it comes to fonts, things to consider before using them, because a lot of the fonts that are free are for personal use only, so it's only to use for projects within your home. If you're looking to sell your items, then you have to make sure that it is a licensed or commercial license so that you can use it and use it to purchase because of the whole copyright law. So just be aware when you're downloading free fonts, if it's for personal use or is it for commercial use. Some of the best sites that they recommend are Google Fonts, Font Squirrel, Font Space, DaFont. I've used this site quite a bit. Abstract Fonts, Behance, FontStruct, 1001 Fonts, Urban Fonts, FontSpring, and there's a few more that are listed. So these are pretty good, reputable font sites. Again, always recommend to cross-reference just to make sure, and to always read the comments before you download anything, just to make sure, again, that you've got a good site and a great font. The font site I'm going to be using today is DaFont. So I'm just going to type in www.dafont.com. And it brings up this particular site. With the font site, over here in the middle, you'll see all different types of categories. You'll see fancy fonts, foreign look, techno, bitmat, gothic, basic, script, dingbats, and holiday. So I'm thinking for one of my next projects is to create a paintable stencil, and I'm thinking I would most likely like a script. So I'm going to left click right on top of script. And this will see here, you will see script and how many pages. So this is one of 713. So as you can see, there are many types of fonts out there. You can sort them out. Fonts, you can do 200 per. You can do by medium, small, large, and you can also sort by popularity. So I'm just going to scroll down right now and just see something that maybe I would like to use for my sign. So far, I'm thinking I like the simple one, and the antique looks pretty cool. Ooh, and Cream Cake. I'm going to download Cream Cake. This is free for personal use, and there's 2 comments. So the comments is here. It looks like it is in another language, but I'm liking this particular one. So I'm just going to left click on download. When you download anything, it always appears in the bottom left-hand corner. You will see that there is an arrow. Left click on the arrow and then left click on open. From here, a dialog box will open, and you're going to download where it says the first one here, which is the TTF file. Anything with a TXT file means that it is a text, but this is the one we want. So I'm just going to double click right on top of Cream Cake. And what we want to do is we want to install this particular font. So we're just going to left click install, and it goes pretty quick. And that one's installed. Great. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to left click the back button and go back to the list. I think I'm going to download Highlight, or even Feeling Lonely. I don't think I'll do Feeling Lonely. So far it's free. This one is free for personal use. Going to left click on download. You'll notice at the bottom left hand corner there is the Feeling Lonely zip file. Left click on the arrow, left click on open, and then click on Feeling Lonely. Double click, and from here we're going to install. So left click install. And that's all there is to it. And then click the X for close. So the only way to make sure that these fonts have downloaded, you will have to restart your computer. I quite like Antique. I'm just going to click on that one, open, just before I restart my one. I'm just going to click on the OTF file. There we go, and install. Okay, so there are 3 fonts. Sometimes if you want, you can even get a pen and paper and just make a note of the ones that you've installed, because sometimes if you keep installing, it's kind of hard to remember what you've done. So I'm just going to close out. I'm going to just take Cream Cake and Antique. So at this point, I'm just going to click the X for close. And we are going to start the computer right now. I just restarted my computer. If you're wondering where the downloads go, if you go to the, on your taskbar, the very bottom of your screen, you'll see a picture of an envelope. Just double click on the file folder envelope and you will see this quick access comes up and downloads. If you just double click on downloads, you will see the different fonts that I have downloaded today. So you'll see the Antique, Feeling Lowly, Cream Cake. Also downloaded Michelle Garden and Hello Honey. Let me just close out of this. Now I'm going to go into Cricut Design. Just double click on that. I've already signed in today. I'm going to go to New Project. I'm going to click on Text. From here, you'll see the Cricut Sans, and then there is the All. And then there is the System. And you'll see everything that's been downloaded that is free. And if I type in, for example, search fonts, I'm going to left click on All, so I'm clicking both. I'm going to type in Feeling, oh, and there's Feeling Lonely right there. I'm going to type in the other one, which was Cream. And there is Cream Cake right there. So again, once you've downloaded that particular font, it becomes part of your system fonts. If you're wondering where they are, at the bottom of your screen on the taskbar, you'll usually have type here to search. If you just type in fonts, you'll see font settings come up. Left click on that. And here you will see all the fonts that have been downloaded to your Windows operating system. And that's just all about where to find fonts.